World War I officially ended in 1918, but peace never truly followed. Europe was devastated. Entire cities were reduced to rubble. Millions were dead. Empires had collapsed. Instead of rebuilding stability, the victorious powers chose punishment. In 1919, the Treaty of Versailles was signed. Germany was forced to accept full responsibility for the war, give up significant territory, severely limit its military, pay massive reparations. To many Germans, this was not peace. It was humiliation. The German economy collapsed. Hyperinflation made money nearly worthless. By the early 1920s, people were burning banknotes for heat. This environment of desperation created the conditions. Mid economic collapse and political instability, radical ideas spread quickly. One man exploited this chaos more effectively than anyone else: Adolf Hitler. Hitler promised economic recovery, national pride, the reversal of the Treaty of Versailles. In 1933, he became Chancellor of Germany. Within months, democratic institutions were dismantled. Political opponents were arrested, free speech was eliminated, and the Nazi Party consolidated total control. Almost immediately, Hitler began violating the Treaty of Versailles. Germany was forbidden from rebuilding its military. Hitler rebuilt it anyway. He secretly developed an air force and expanded the army far beyond legal limits. In 1936, German troops marched into the Rhineland, a demilitarized zone bordering France. France and Britain had both the authority and military strength to stop him. They did nothing. European leaders feared another catastrophic war and believed concessions would preserve peace. This approach became known as appeasement. Hitler learned a critical lesson: aggression carried no consequences. In 1938, Germany annexed Austria. There was no military response. Later that year, Hitler demanded territory from Czechoslovakia, claiming ethnic Germans were being mistreated. British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain negotiated directly with Hitler and agreed to the demands. Chamberlain returned to Britain, declaring he had achieved peace for our time. Within months, Hitler occupied the rest of Czechoslovakia. Appeasement had failed. Hitler still faced one potential obstacle: the Soviet Union. In August 1939, Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union signed a non-aggression pact. Publicly, both sides agreed not to attack one another. Secretly, they agreed to divide Eastern Europe between them. Poland would be split in half. This agreement eliminated Hitler's fear of a two-front war and cleared the final barrier to invasion. On the morning of September 1, 1939, German forces invaded Poland. Germany used a new strategy known as Blitzkrieg, or lightning war. Fast-moving tanks, coordinated airstrikes, and rapid infantry advances overwhelmed Polish defenses. Cities were bombed, communication systems destroyed, and resistance collapsed within weeks. Germany even staged false attacks against itself to justify the invasion. The pretext was fabricated, but the invasion was real. On September 3rd, Britain and France issued an ultimatum demanding Germany withdraw from Poland. Germany ignored it. Both nations declared war on Germany. World War II had officially begun. Despite the declarations, fighting in Western Europe did not immediately follow. For months, there were no major battles between Germany and the Allied powers. This period became known as the Phony War. Meanwhile, Poland was crushed. From the east, the Soviet Union invaded as planned. Poland was partitioned, and erased from the map. World War II did not begin with a single decision. It was the result of a peace treaty that punished instead of rebuilt, fear replacing decisive action, repeated acts of unchecked aggression. Each violation emboldened Hitler further. By the time resistance came, the momentum toward global war was unstoppable. Within 2 years, nearly every major power would be drawn into the conflict. Entire cities would be destroyed. Genocide would be carried out on an industrial scale. More than 70 million people would die. World War II began not with chaos, but with hesitation.